but we're also getting, so we opened up Baby Lux Sopranos for the event, and we have them at prices so low we're not allowed to tell you online. So you have to come in the store or call the store, 412 Press number 2 for Steve. He knows everything that we have. So remember, at the show, we opened Sopranos. We had Vesta embroidery machines, Vesta, marked way, way down. Flares, we've those, so 6x10 embroidery, wonderful machines. We also have the brother, and I'm gonna say it's the 3550, but I don't have the numbers. I just know it's the 6x10 with Disney. We had those opened up, beautiful machines. And so, oh, Marianne said her Advent box shipped today. So we're running about 50 to 60 boxes shipped a day. So so you'll all be getting them. So there, imagine, so multiply this for me, somebody. There are 500 boxes, and each box, the main box is put together, but the little boxes, all the little boxes had to be folded and put together. So that is 24 times 500. So what, 12,000. Now, what goes inside is even more, because there might be 3 of this and 4 of that and 10 of that and 12 of that. And there's hardly any boxes that got only one item in it, but there are some. So I'm thinking it's probably 15,000 items have to be packed into those boxes. So we've got a crew that has been working on it nonstop every day, all day long, as fast as they can. And Connie got her Christmas box. Has anybody peeked in? You're allowed to reveal it if you peek. Just don't tell them what's in it. But yeah, our staff, Ruth Ann's the one. She's been folding all the. Oh, that was my first item. Was the bundles, the remnant bundles. Oh, and I don't have one here, but I have a couple here, I think. Right? Oh no, that's not one. Oh, here's a couple right here. These are good. Oh my goodness, this is a beautiful one. Look at that. Okay, so the first item Ruth Ann reminded me is the 5-yard remnant bundles. And Ruth Ann, I want to tell you, there was a girl in the store that she wanted to, she first wanted to open up each package, the packages, and measure how much she got of each one. And then and we said, like, we all just kind of looked at each other like, what? And we just said, there's at least 5 yards in here, even more. Then she said that she saw 2 fabrics in this one that she liked, and 2 in this one, and 1 in that one. And could she go in and mix it up? And that's like, and we just said, no, don't worry, Ruth Ann. We told her no, and we said the only way, if you want to pull them out to look at them better, but you got to fold them up nice and neat, like Ruth Ann does. I mean, this is so much work. These are only $19.88, and remember, 10% goes back into your account. I know they're shipping everything. Somebody said iron shipping. I know that in shipping, they are shipping everything like crazy. So maybe I should check into that. Could you write down that I should check on the irons? So Carol, was that an iron that was used at the show iron, or was that a brand new? Because I know I could double check it. Yeah, so yeah, I check on irons. That's what I'll check on. Okay. And so anyhow, and she looked at us like we were crazy because we said no. Yeah, that's what we tried to tell her. It's after your 10% gets put back into your account, it's less than $4 a yard. And it's like, so no, no, you can't. And you know what I wanted to say to her? Do you ever go to the grocery store and like there's the strawberries, and there's one container of strawberries that has a lot less than all the others? So what I'm thinking is that people open more than one and they load up theirs. I've seen people do that. Haven't you? Haven't you? So I'm thinking that she's maybe one of those that goes to the grapes and puts more in her bag of grapes, and goes to the strawberries and fills her container fuller. And yeah, I'm thinking. And so yeah, Keith is Ruth Ann's moral support. Definitely. She needs it when doing. And they are a fun surprise because there are beautiful fabrics in here. So these are today's fabrics. So they aren't, old fabrics. Look at this one has honey shimmer. This one has a Star of Wonder, and then looks like a border print, the musical Christmas border print. I mean, so that what they are is, once the Bolda fabric gets down to less than a half yard left, or no, less than 1 yard left, that's what they use in the remnants. So you won't get a yard of something unless it's unusual, but you will get, half yards, 3/4 yards, everything. And Ruth Ann says she is very generous. So she said that if something is 20 inches, she calls it a half yard. So you'll always pretty much get more than the 5 yards. So, all right, Deborah said that she's never been unhappy. That's great. So and they're fun to get, aren't they? And we have tons of them. So I know. I think she said she. How many did you bring us today, Ruth Ann? It was a whole bunch of them. So yeah. So yeah, many. Oh, there are many 1 yard pieces in there, Ruth Ann says. So it's just when we get to the ends of the bolts, we turn them into these Well, I don't. Ruth Ann does all the work. Turns them into these beautiful remnant bundles, and they are all current fabrics. They're not old fabrics, so that makes it even better. So many of them that I've seen have had Christmas fabric in it. So, she brought us 27. So I think we started out with 35. And so I think she said she brought in another 15 today. Can you go in and increase the quantity? Because she said we have a ton. And you know what? People that come in the store, they just don't get it. We say to them, look at these bundles, look at this, look. And it's like they don't get it. They don't get it. So in the store, they really don't sell very well. But online, everybody understands what a good deal this is. So they grab them. So thank you for that, for grabbing them. Yeah. Yeah, Ruth Ann says she feels a little bit better. She's keeping her fingers crossed because they told her it was going to be, 3 to 4 days for the nerve block to work, and it took it more like 7 or 8 days. And so she's at this point just keeping her fingers crossed. So we are too, because we can't wait for her to come back and teach with us. So this next collection that I have, it's called Morning Blooms, and it's from Wilmington. So I want to open up 2 of the fabrics just so that you can see how gorgeous this is. And every single person that works here has remarked it, like beautiful colors. So you're going to see these beautiful blues and purples. I mean, is this what we like or what? It is so beautiful. Now this one, I don't even remember ordering this one, but look at how neat this one is. And it looks like you've patched a whole bunch together. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Just the colors are absolutely beautiful. It just came out. And normally, like I said, we wouldn't show something like this until January because nobody. But you know what? This would make a really nice Christmas gift for someone. So you don't want to give a Christmas decoration for Christmas because I don't know. By the time Christmas comes, of course, we deal with Christmas like year round, but the Christmas fabrics really start arriving May, June, and tons in June, and then a few in July. So we've had Christmas in our store since May, and so I'm ready to put away Christmas, the day after Christmas. I would like to put it away. And for me, I'm seeing all these beautiful spring fabrics come in, but I have to say that I think this is the prettiest one of the whole season. So if you buy this one and make someone a gift, they'll look forward to spring. Or if you just buy, if someone you know likes to sew, I mean, wouldn't it be nice to give them a charm pack and a yard of fabric to go with it to make a project? Oh my gosh, isn't this pretty? This is so pretty. I'm looking at the screen there and I can't believe how good it looks. But here is, so there, we bought pretty much every single bolt in the selection. You're going to see that some of them you do get two of. So there's 42 pieces of fabric in this charm pack, and this would make a wonderful 2x4 table runner. It's from Wilmington. And guess what? I didn't look up the designer. Let's see. Oh, I don't recognize the name. This is something I'm going to have to, Danhui, Danhui, Nai. So beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so first one was the charm pack, and I think everybody needs one of those. We are going to use this over and over and over again. I hope I ordered enough. Lately, I haven't been, because usually when we do our fabric sale, you guys buy up all the charm packs and then there's no longer available. So hopefully I'll be able to go back on and get some more. I just love it. Now, the second one in the lineup, I think, is the border stripe. So this would make just an absolutely gorgeous broderie purse table runner, right? So you go broderie purse table runner. So I would pick this for my center, this part for my center. Okay. And then I would go, now take a look. We've got all these other colors. So you want to make your borders something that the butterflies will show up on. And see, if I pick blue, I think they'll blend in too much. So not a stripe. I think that's too busy. I think it has to be one of these solids. So let's take a look. And it can't be the purple, because the butterflies will just blend right in. But if we go with the darker, so it kind of is on, we're going to have to play with this one, I think. But just take a look at all these colors. So what if you went with a darker stripe? Would the butterflies show up? It might. So we really need something contrasting. So I think I'm going to have to study this one in order, well, actually something like this. The butterflies would look pretty against there. And that's really pretty. So sometimes when you're doing the broderie purse table runner, when you're first making it, it's like, oh, this is really plain. But it's when you add the flowers and the butterflies to the opposite corners. So Ruth Ann thinks dark. So the dark fabric. So I don't want to go with anything too busy, but see, that might be too busy. It might be that this dark, and then put the butter. Oh, that would be gorgeous. I think it would. So this is the one. So when we get to this one, we'll show you. So of course, the 60-degree runner will be fantastic in this fabric. I mean, if you look close at these flowers, to me, they almost look like a photograph, just the shading in them, don't they? Like, look at this flower right here. It just looks like a photograph. It's so beautiful. Here and there, little bees, and just beautiful, beautiful flowers. Okay, so the next one, so I want to leave this one out. And if you want to see any of them, you can look again. Remember that anything that you buy, that the price that you see in the bubble is for one full yard. If you're new here, you're going to want to register. Now, the best thing to do is get our app. It's free, and it's at the App Store or the Google Play Store. And it's just Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. We are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we've been doing this online selling for 4 years now. I can't believe it. But today is a day where we just show you fabric. But tomorrow at noon, Tiffany has a fantastic bags that she shows. Tomorrow's class is really good. She made a really neat bag, and she decorated it with the new applaud with the decorative thread. It's really, really, really nice. You're going to want to tune in at noon. Now, tomorrow at 3, Tommy wants to do a class on the scan and cut. And so we were making signs, because we have all the machines from the show, and we're putting signs on all the machines in the showroom when we have one of the event machines, because they're marked way, way down. And none of us feel like our handwriting is good enough to make a sign with. And here John and Tommy thought up, well, in your scan and cut, you can put a marker in it. It's a special, they had you all do it at the show. So they had you put a special blade in, you just put it in, but there's a marker that you put in and it will write for you. So he wants to do a Christmas card. That's what Tommy wants to make tomorrow. He wants to make a Christmas card. I want him to help me with my signs. So we may do that. So you scan it in. And so that I have these signs that are starbursts, and you scan it in and then write event machine and the price. That's what I want him to do for me. So, I mean, if you do craft shows, you need signs on everything. Christmas cards. Who doesn't need Christmas cards and birthday cards? So I think that would be really neat. He may have something else in mind to teach you tomorrow, but tomorrow at 3 is scan and cut. If you don't know what we mean by scan and cut, you got to tune in. The scan and cut is fantastic for cutting out your applique pieces for your sewing machine applique or your embroidery machine appliques. So, okay, here is the next one. I didn't show this one yet, right? Look at this. So this is just beautiful all by itself. So I think I'm into table runners. They just make everything look so pretty. A pillow, just with this, they've done all the work for you. A pillow front, a table runner. It'd be beautiful backing for a quilt. Make your quilt out of these other fabrics and do the backing with this. But a 10-minute table runner would be so good. 1 yard of this fabric will make 3 10-minute table runners. You'll need another fabric to go with it, but 3 10-minute table runners. So we'll be making those probably in January. Not yet, but this is your time to grab the fabric before we start making our projects, because usually when we get into making the projects, then the fabric really sells out fast. Okay, now the next one is another one that is like a focal fabric. So this is it. It's called Packed Floral Multi. And so look at how pretty these are. Unbelievable, right? Is this the prettiest collection you've seen in a long, long time? I mean, we've seen some beautiful ones, but this one is really spectacular. So it's called Morning Blooms, right? Morning Blooms. And this one is Packed Floral Multi. And you'll see the beautiful blues and violets and purples. There's touches of yellow in here and creams and ivory. And this one has a dark background. It looks like a black background. So, the scan and cut machines, I think they're arriving tomorrow. We've got a big shipment of them arriving tomorrow. So they warned us, the trucking company called and warned us how big the shipment was. So there. So we've got those 3, and now we're getting into some smaller prints. So I think the next one is the cream floral. So it's just a smaller print with all these colors and a cream background. It's another one that's really pretty. You've got all these projects that you can't have really big flowers in them. Like if you like doing the Janine Babic embroideries, although I really think this one would look so pretty with it, with like an ivory linen. We'll be getting into all those things. So there. So this is the cream floral, and the next one is the navy. Oh, so maybe this is a dark, dark navy background on this one. I said black, but it's a dark navy. So look at this one. So Kate, you tell me if I'm putting them in the right spot. but that I love this one with the navy. So it's a little bit directional. I'm going to flip it around this way. Think that way because it looks like maybe all the stems are going down. I'm not seeing them, so I think you could get away with it upside down or sideways, but it does have a little bit of direction to it. So the same thing for the one below, but the packed flowers, this bigger packed flowers, it is not directional. Can you tell I'm leaning towards this one? I love that. The first three I absolutely love. So I have a feeling those are going to sell out first. Okay. But I will go, I'll go on to their website right after the show and I will make sure if we sell out of it, I'll make sure that we can get more. So, okay, now the next one, I think it's this one, the Grid Cream. So, here's just some other prints. I'll just slide that one down so you can see it. So, the Grid with the cream background, I would not call that a cream background. I would just call it off-white, whereas this one right here, I would call that a cream background. So this one is just an off-white, and it's got those, like, it looks like a cornflower blue and little dots of yellow with the green leaves. And it's not directional, so we like that. And each one of these circles is like a good 2 inches wide from here to here. All right, now the next one is the same grid pattern, but this time it purple and shades of purple. So there, that's another for the purple lovers. We have a lot of customers that love purple. Whenever we get a purple fabric in, it sells. So we feel like all of a sudden we turned into our grandmas, and it happened overnight, didn't it? Happened overnight. So yeah, old Maureen must have gotten her prize. So we had so much fun at the event. Everybody sewed on the Baby Lock Applaud, and they loved learning about the ScanNCut. Did you see them, Kate? They clapped at the end of the class. Yes. And so, because they got to in our ScanNCut class, and they also showed the fabric printer, and so they got to cut out a poinsettia for their towel, and that turned out fantastic. And the poinsettia was printed on a piece of fabric. Those printers are such good quality. And then they use the ScanNCut to do that sparkly red, and they did their initial inside a heart. They put their initial on the bottom. They cut out like a little quilt block and decorated their mug, and they each got one of those mugs. They looked like a Stanley mug. It just didn't have the Stanley name on it. And then they all got to pick a picture from their phone, a favorite picture, and they printed those out for them. Each person got to take one of those home, and they were delighted with that. So it really showed them how easy it was and how beautiful the prints turned out. So everybody was asking, when's your next event? So we're working on that. There are, our next event is the cruise, which I know that Karen she had like 100 telephone calls she had to make. And every time she gets somebody on the phone, they keep her on there by like 45 minutes to an hour. So she's going to get to every single one of you. Don't you worry. Oh, and Patty said she loves her mug. That's wonderful. Everybody had a really good time. We have the nicest customers. So next one it's called Small Floral Tossed Blue. So are these cornflowers? You'll have to zoom in and see. Yeah. Kathy said the mug, and it works good. Keeps drinks cold really long. We say you go to the park in the summer, and all the young moms have one in their hands. Well, yours has a hug-a-mug on it, your initials on it, a quilt block, everything. And so yours are cooler than the cool moms at the park, definitely. So I've never gotten into using one of those, but everybody loves them because they keep their drinks so cold. So I know all the ladies from Florida really, because they need to have nice cool drinks. So yeah. Oh, that's nice to hear, Jean, that you said our staff was nice. So that's what we try really hard. So and the food was good. So everything just went. It was just the first night because we not sure of everybody's reaction. But that very first night of the event, everybody went on Facebook and posted pictures, and you made us feel real good. Even at the last event, they kept saying to me, "Aren't you exhausted?" I said, "No," and that's because everybody who came was happy. So when everybody's happy and having a good time and loving the projects, that actually pumps us up, and we want to do more. It makes us say, let's do it again. We're not tired. Let's do it again. And of course, we really love it when the machines sell. So we've got really good deals on the machines. So those of you that came to the event, you know the prices, but you have any questions, give us a call, 412 344 2330, or come in and we'll walk you through every single machine and show you all the really good deals. But so we are all ready now for our Christmas Black Friday. So we are offering our Thanksgiving weekend specials. We're offering them now. So because we're probably going to run out of those event machines. So this one had the small toss floral with the blue, and here is the small toss floral with that violet background, and it has white flowers. So oh, now see, Kate, these are the ones that I don't have in order. So swing down and I'll probably, oh, there we go. There was one. So go up a little bit. There we go. Okay, there, it starts there. So diagonal stripe. It says diagonal. Oh, here's diagonal. Okay, I was looking at this, and this is not diagonal. So here is some of those prints, and then there's probably stripes, cream, another stripe. Okay, so I probably have the next four going, which I do love this one. These diagonal stripes look really good as quilt bindings. Look how cute that is. So I'll get our sticker off of there. So this is Wilmington Fabrics. It's called Morning Blooms. And it is the prettiest fabric I've seen come out in a long time. I mean, we've had beautiful fabrics, we really have, but this is an exceptional collection. So there is the diagonal, and are they calling that one cream? But that's another one that I would just call off-white. Okay, and here is the next one, and this one is the diagonal cream with the navy. So like I'm thinking, you know how I like prints. I don't like things that are too plain. So I'm wondering if this one would work, if the butterflies would show up on it. So we'll try that out. I'm thinking this will. So here, I'm gonna lay it here so they can see it's a diagonal. Yeah, there we go. So diagonal. And then, but then the next two, so these two are diagonal stripes. Then we've got the straight stripes, I guess. So this one is called Stripes Cream, and it's got the purple, so off-white background. And I really, really on this one, the purple really pops out at you. That purple and the teal. Like I don't notice that teal except on this one with the off-white background. So another one that would make a good binding, but the thing is with the diagonal, you could back a quilt and wrap around bind it. So you don't, because it'll be, right? Won't it be diagonal all over? Let's just play with it a second just to see. So if we wrap around here, it'll be at the diagonal. Okay, if we wrap around, yep. So no matter where this, so see, I like the diagonal. Yeah, that I like because I can wrap around, bind it, and yet, okay, so let's pretend like this one right here is our quilt front. And when we wrap this around, you can see no matter what direction we're going in, it's always at a diagonal. So this would work. Whereas the stripe doesn't work. So, okay, so let's go back. So I like the diagonals with these little flowers. I think that would make it like if you're, we're always making these throw quilts. And so you throw them over your couch in the back of the quilt shows. And so this would be a pretty back no matter what, and make a really cute binding too. Now see if we use this one. Okay, maybe I'll go on this side even though it's the salvage. So here, this would be my wraparound binding here. That's good. But here, no good, right? Because it'd be straight. So maybe it doesn't look that bad, does it? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It doesn't look that bad. Okay, so now I'll look at these different. Okay. Okay, John said he was going to do a class to make the picture that was printed into a pillow. Yeah, that's going to happen, definitely. Yeah, so we're picking dates and times for everything, but it's so easy. So you print out, a full size. I'll have to bring some over on the fabric printer. It's called Print Moda, and you print out a big picture, and then you just kind of follow when you go right sides together. You put your pillow back on. You kind of just go along with the shape of the picture that you printed. So, but I think you really do need to see how to remove the background on a picture. We told everyone about it. There's a free app and it's called Photo Room. And when you find it on the App Store, the Google Play Store, it's a P and an R kind of pushed in together, a P and R, and it's called Photo Room, and it works really good at taking away the backgrounds. I'm still learning on my iPhone. If you press a picture, it outlines it and it turns it into a stamp, but then it has a black background. And I try to change it to a white background, and it's all jagged on the edges. So that doesn't work, does it? Not, at least not for me. Maybe there's something else I have to learn. We're going to teach it all to you as we learn it. So, okay. Now the next one is the navy stripes. So I do like this one with the color. So there's the purples and blues and the navy blue. So everywhere that there's, but I don't see on this one, I don't see the teal. So this one has just little different colors. I'll pull it up here so they can see. So I like them all. This is one of those collections where I like everything. Okay, maybe I'll just leave this one here. And then we have some basics coming. So here, I'll just lay this one here too. And then we already showed the navy. Okay, so the next one, ditzy. Isn't something every single customer, every single manufacturer, when they have a little flower on the fabric, they call it ditzy. All the companies do. So here, so Linda, what did you want to buy? It says, I bought that from you guys. Can we get the material? So it does look purplish, but it is definitely a blue, isn't it? Do you think if we, is yours looking blue on your screen, or is it looking purple?
It's looking blue.
Blue, okay. Okay. Every computer kind of has different colors, right? So it's kind of hard, but it is definitely, like, I would call that a cornflower blue. So it's a really pretty. That's one of my favorite shades. So, okay. All right. And then the next one, well, here, I'll put purple next to it, and then you'll see that this one is blue. So watch the purple one look. Yeah, so now it looks blue. Okay, so blue, and here it is, ditzy purple. And every company does that. They call those little flowers ditzy flowers. I don't know how that became a industry say. Oh, Print Moda. Okay, yes, uh-huh. So we'll be teaching classes on that online too. Tommy and John, they're kind of stealing Tuesday afternoons away. They said they won't take every Tuesday afternoon because Ruth Ann was teaching quilting to Sarah. So we got to have Sarah finish up her quilt. But for a little while now, they're stealing Tuesday afternoons away. So we may have to pick another date. And I forget what we said we were going to show on Wednesday at noon. Remember, like I said, oh, like I forget. And you wrote something on your board. First shows, finished template. No. Yeah.
What was the Kimberbell show that we missed last week?
Yeah, so Kimberbell's going to be at 3, but then what did we decide to do at noon? I can't remember. I'll have to ask everybody. We'll let you know. It'll be exciting. You got to tune in no matter what. Yeah, so okay, so the next one they call this watercolor, and the first one is the watercolor in blue. So here is the watercolor. So these are, I don't like plain, and I kind of laugh about it because I never did like solids. I don't know why. I just felt like I love these prints, but I always did like marbles, and so this I would buy this and use it as a solid. But I don't like plain old solids. So, oh, the cuddle quilt was supposed to be Tuesday at noon. Okay, I got to write that down. Cuddle quilt. I would love to do that. Show them how to do the wraparound binding on the cuddle quilt. Yeah, definitely. Will you write that one down? A cuddle quilt, Wednesday noon. Yeah, cuddle quilt. Yeah, so Joni and I will come over here. So Joni is over today training John on every machine, which is really neat. So, uh, because we feel like Steve is so busy that, um, and then Joni and we like to go visit our grandchildren, especially this time of year. So we're going to train, we're going to teach John everything we know. And really, John is a really good sewer. So we feel like we got somebody good. We're waiting to hear from somebody. There's another young girl that is really good at sewing, and she told me she was coming back to talk to me this week. So we're keeping our fingers crossed because I think like we want more young people. So look at this one. This one is the watercolor texture navy. So I love these. I love them. They have got a hit with this whole collection. And then the last one in the line is the watercolor texture purple. So here it is in the purple, the navy, and then I'll put the blue at the bottom here. Let's pull the navy out. So there is the blue, and it kind of looks purplish, but it is definitely blue, the navy, and then purple. So, okay. All right. John is an awesome teacher. That's wonderful. Yeah. They we got a good crew, don't we? We got a really good crew. They all love it. They're all happy, so that's good. Yeah, and they all, you know, we run around like crazy. Like there was a customer just in, and she wanted to see something. I said, "Oh, that's in the attic." She wanted to see something else. I said, "Oh, I'll run get it for you. It's down in the basement." And then she wanted to see something else. I said, "Oh, that's on the second floor." And I was running, but that's fine with me. I feel like at the show, I got a lot of exercise running from room to room. Yeah, so it was. So there we go. Okay, and now we're going into some sale fabric. Okay, and remember, anything you buy, 10% is going back in. These first, okay. So we have some boutiques, and we love them. There's a line of boutiques. It's coming in March. It's like so beautiful. I don't even want to tell you the name because but we have one coming in March that's fantastic. So here is the first one, and this is called Paradise Bay Hibiscus, and we have all of these on sale for $9.88. So remember, you will get 98 cents put back into your account. Isn't that pretty? So it's like palest of yellows marbled in the background, and this bright hibiscus flower. So it feels tropical, doesn't it? So Paradise Bay, where's that? Somewhere in the Bahamas, I think, right? Okay, now next one. Now remember Steve taught a class where you took a square and you kept adding to it, but it was black batik with this little piece of fuzz. Look at this one, this tie-dye look. So it's like aqua and peach and gold, kind of pinkish. Really pretty. So next one. So this one is just like splashes of color. Next one, they're all only $9.88. Look at this one, and you can see the flower printed on it. So I don't know, like they don't put the brand name on it, so I didn't even find out. It just so is this one is another one from the same collection, Paradise Bay. So I bet we ordered this in the summer, and we were all excited about getting summer batiks. But here they just came in, so we haven't had them very long. So these will be beautiful to make. So those of you that are going on a vacation this winter, you will want to make some tote bags. A beach cover up out of these would be wonderful. Now this one is Batik watercolor, and it's in navy. So navy. So this one this one looks like a Hoffman. Oh, it is $18.95. I bet these are all Hoffman batiks. And it's so they're only $9.88 a yard. They wanted me to sell them at $10.88, and I said no. I think they'll go at $9.88 a yard. So navy blue, so it's just shades of dark blue. And here comes another one. And this one, so whenever you see that part number 1895, that tells me that they are Hoffman batiks. And their 1895 is a basic that they stock all the time. I think they make about 300 different colors, and we use this often when we're, as in the background. We like to get some of the prints and use it in the background. Now this next one looks like it's going to go with this one. Look at this. So really, I've got that aqua in there, and here it is. It's a very tropical looking. So it's called Paradise Bay Swirl Leaves. And it's only $9.88 a yard. Once we figure out a project with it, it goes off sale. And then we sell it in a project. So Paradise Bay. And I'm going to just slide it aside so you can see how it goes with this one. Kate, what was this one again? Can you go back and click? I'm just thinking they would like those two together. Oh, Anthology. Yeah. I don't know what brand that is. Yeah. So yeah, click on that one just so they can see it. So that one is sold 130. Oh, there's only 1 yard left. They do like that one. And then click on this Paradise Bay again, because I think there's only one left. That looks really, I like them to match. So I like making a tote bag or something. Like I like doing it out of different batiks, but I do like them to match, and sometimes it's hard to get them to match. Okay, next one. These are all really pretty. Okay, so this one is a fresh flower fern, and this is called Snow, but you can see it has violet and light blue going through it with white. Almost every batik I have seen comes from Indonesia, but I guess there's one of the islands in the Bahamas where they make batiks. I think maybe is it St. Kitts. I'm sure some of you know, because people were telling us that we got to go visit the batik factories when we get to the Bahamas. Oh, so that's it. Jeannie wrote it down too. Wednesday was the show Mitered Corners on the Cuddle. Okay, that's perfect then. Okay. Now, next one. And this is winter again. And they called this big floral. So really, it's just a tiny little print. But maybe you can kind of see a circle. So that's maybe they're counting all those together, and it ends up a big print. So I know they dye the fabric. Well, first they wax it, so they might have a rubber stamp that they stamp, and the wax stays on the fabric, and those areas will not be dyed. So okay, now next one. This one is beautiful together. isn't it? So that's really pretty. And this one is Batik Winter Foliage. So it's from that same collection, and they do look really pretty together. Now, the next one is one of my favorites. I can't believe we still have some. Look at this for fall. Just beautiful fall colors. The rusts and greens and the kind of reddish rust, the orange rust with a cream background. That is beautiful. So it's only $9.88 a yard. You will enjoy opening these packages. Look at this one. It goes beautifully with it. So here is, and this one is Batik Winter Mixed Weeds. So, but they're little. I'll put my hand in so you can see. But each one of these little sprigs is maybe 2.5 inches. So the print isn't real big. And it's beautiful shades of gold with a little bit of brown marbled in. I would love to see how they make these. So that's great. I am so glad I asked you guys because I knew we promised something for Wednesday at noon. And we are in throw season. Like we need throws. This week, I think today was supposed to go up to 64, so we're safe today. But they're calling for snow on Thursday here. Yeah, snow. Hopefully it won't stick. But they're both Thursday and I think Friday they're calling for snow. Now this one is citrine. It's really citrine to me has a little bit of green in it. This is a bright, bright, bright yellow. So bright yellow, only $9.88 a yard. All right, I think we're ready to go into these Christmas fabrics, right? So I'll just fold this one up and lay it over here. So every Monday morning we come running in. Tommy wants us to be ready, what, a week ahead, doesn't he? Yes, yes. We'll get there. We'll get there. Like I already am planning for the first week in December because that's when everybody starts to open their boxes. So first one, the line of fabric is called Winterly, and this is a panel. I should probably cut it. Let me see if I have good scissors here. If I don't, I'm not going to do it. Let's see. I've pinking. Yeah, pinking. No, I don't even have a. Well, do I have a rotary cutter? Oh, we do have one. Okay, maybe I can. Yeah, maybe I can open that up because I think they need to see. So I have a little line here, and it's telling me where to open it up. And now this we have at $8.88 a yard. So this is Winterly, and it's by Robin Pickens for Moda. So I see a little line here, cut line right there. So it's right here. It's just like there. So it's Christmas, but it kind of has a tropical feel to it. So this is for all of our. Oh, look at that. Did I cut that wrong? No, they want me to cut it right on this line here. I guess I'll do what I'm supposed to. Okay, and there. It looks like somebody already tried to cut it, but see, we'll look for the line. There. Okay, and there is the panel. And I like panels when they do them this way. This would be a really, really easy quilt to make, right? I would put like a red border around it. Maybe not though, because the red would be very close here. What other color? So maybe a green, a green. I'd go for one of these darker greens and put that around. And it would have to be something that was almost a solid. So snow in Karen says snow in Michigan. Yes. Okay. Snow in North Dakota Tuesday, Wednesday. It is November. It is. So, but look at how beautiful this is. So you really just need to put a small border. You know, I saw a quilt and I loved it. It was. Okay. So they took a panel and all they did is on this side, they had about a 2 inch wide border of, like, let's say the green. So you'd cut it 2.5. Then they had a small border. So I think they would have cut it 1.5. And maybe you do that with something that was really light or maybe red. And then they had like a 4 inch border. So here, these are 24 plus so really it would be 23.5. Let's call it 23. 23 plus 2 plus 1. So that is, well, 2 plus 1 is 3, and then plus 4, 7. So 7 and 7 is 14, and then 23, so 14, so that would be 34 plus another 7. And so that would be like 41, right? Am I thinking right? I don't know. 34 and say, yeah, 41. That would be perfect. So, and it was unusual because it started out with a 2 inch border, then 1 inch, then 4. I love the look of it. We're so used to doing a 1 inch and then a 4 inch, and that's boring. I should make one in this, shouldn't I? Or some, so I could show them. Maybe we could say, yes. Maybe we could say, well, maybe the following no, because wait and see what other people have planned. Ruth Ann loves the snow. I love it in the very beginning, I guess, so I guess, well, I'm finally getting new windows. I'm doing the sides of the house first. I'm doing them step at a time, and because the windows on the windows are the original windows from 1938, single pane, and drafty, and so maybe I just get so cold in the winter, but maybe with the house feeling a little warmer, maybe I'll like the snow and the cold again. So there. Okay, so this one is the panel. It's only $8.88. Let's put some fabrics with it. So the next one is this Winterly Landscapes. There isn't much left of this one. Now, these, we have them on sale for $8.88. So they're from Robin Pickens. She is a very popular designer with Moda, and she won a contest with Spoonflower. So I guess she was an artist, and Spoonflower, they print fabric, and they had a contest, and she won the contest. And then Moda grabbed her, picked her up as a designer, and her fabrics are beautiful year after year after year. One of the fabrics that we are using for the cruise is from Robin Pickens, and it's really pretty. So here is the next one, and this is called Winterly Landscapes, and it's in the darker green background. So first one had the white background, so really cool shapes. Now Robin Pickens is the one that designed Thatched. And here she calls it Dotty Thatched. So this is their new hot thatched. They're going to make more and more of their fabrics with the dots. So we all love thatched. From far away, they look solid. And when you look up close, you can see the detail. Like, she is very zoomed in. You can see from my hand, really zoomed in, so you can really see the fibers and see the dots. So this one is called Winterly Green Right Thatched. Winterly Thatched Dotty. Okay, and we have it on sale for $8.88 a yard. Next one is that same shade of green with some darker green leaves and red berries. The red berries really pop there. So maybe if I spread these two apart, they can see the fabrics underneath and see how nicely they go. So the greens, these other greens are in it. And there's one more with this same print, and it has the darker green, and I really like it too. So maybe I'll just replace the thatched with this darker green, and you can see how nice that looks. We've got some reds coming, so you need some red with it. And here, this next one has the birds. So Winterly Birds. So here I'm going to unroll this one so you get a better look at it. Okay, and only 888 a yard. Natalia is back, and so our fabric orders are flying out the door now. We tried to keep up. She's just so fast. I really like this. You could see the snowflakes. So it is called Winterly, and it's by Robin Pickens from Moda. She's really popular designer. Everything she makes, she's a name that I watch for. So, okay, so there are those cardinals. Now here is the Winterly Greenery again. Here, I'll slide these aside so you can see this. So it's the same print. We don't have very much of this one. It says we have 8 yards left, but I don't think we do. Can we? Because like, look, there's only like 1 yard. See, what when we and we're gonna do it again whenever we have an event in Pittsburgh. We let the ladies go through the shipping department. So they got to look in all the bins and around all the corners and up into the whatever. So they got to go through and pull things out. I think they really had fun doing that. I thought I would have had fun doing that, looking at everything that we have. So it's really neat. So this one, so I'm not sure if you'll get this one. If we don't have it, we'll refund you. So this one's a maybe because it seems like there's only 1 yard left. See, that's at our comment sold system does not talk to our store system. And I've checked with other fabric stores that do the online selling, and they said same thing. The two systems don't talk to each other. And so if someone comes in and buys fabric, then it doesn't get taken out of inventory in the other system. And so just sometimes our numbers are off. But I know whenever, I was buying, what was I buying from Joann's? I had to buy some fabric that I could only get there. And they have a 2 yard minimum for their online fabrics. And invariably, I would order, like, let's say 5 different fabrics. There'd be 2 I wouldn't get any of. So I think their same system, their online is separate from their stores, right? Isn't that what everybody finds? I think that it is different. So it's like it with Joann's, I think it's a whole different company that handles it. So look at this. I thought I was done with these prints, but here it is with the black background. I really like that one. So you really, the red berries pop out, but these white little sprigs of, looks like maybe a pine needle, maybe. Okay, so there it is with the black background. And only $8.88 a yard. Look how good it goes with these others. So here is the one with the birds, and there's still 2 left with this one. And then we've got, oh, there's a few more. Oh, there's a few more, and they look like really good prints. So hang on, don't be done with Winterly. You're gonna want to go back over Winterly. So here is a stripe. Oh yeah, I'm seeing them right now. There's 3 coming. Well, 2 of them that are really, really good. So yes, you have to. It would be wonderful. Yeah, people would like to go up in the attic. The attic is really cold. There's no heat. Air conditioning we have in the summer because that's in a window, but it's cold. But we're gonna. That's our plan, is to fix that up. Because wouldn't that be cool to have? We would have an office, but it's like, we have to paint the whole thing. We have to move everything that's in there. Yeah. But we need to use every single solitary inch of it, and we aren't, so we can expand, right? Yeah. So there's the stripe. Now here comes another one. Okay. And here is the birds, and this time they're white. So what are they? Doves. White birds with the white snowflakes and the red swirls going through. And then here comes some more. Now here is the same one, and I have to say this one is, well, maybe not my favorite. Maybe I should dig out the other one. I'll put this one here and try to dig out, where'd the other one go with the birds? Didn't I I have an? Oh, yes, right here. Okay, so here, this is the one in the bubble right now, which I love it. Don't you? I love it with the aqua and the green and the light background. I love it, but I do love this one with the black background too. Okay, now wait do you see the next one? The next one is a focal print and it's great. I thought we were out of it and we must have had a bolt hidden. Look at this. So this is your hibiscus, right? So look at that. So Florida flowers in beautiful Christmas colors. So we've been sold out on this one. I had no idea we had another bolt of this. So this one, oh, I think the bubble's on the wrong one.
No, it's on the right one.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Christmas lily. Oh, yeah, okay, it just looks different. Okay. I thought it was the one that was a little bird. Oh, that is so pretty, isn't it? It's gone, but if it goes to waitlist, just leave it in there. And if you waitlist to authorize it, you will get notified if it goes. And if you waitlist authorize it, that means you're at the top of the list. So if you just waitlist it, all the people that waitlist authorize it will get first. So Sharon says it's an amaryllis. Is that the name of the flower? Amaryllis. The only thing I know of amaryllis, it was the little girl on Music Man was amaryllis. Okay, now this one. So I love this, don't you? I love it, love it. Okay, and here is, I love this one too. I mean, this fabric just kind of stands alone and it looks like trees. So here, I'll just unwind it, slide it down there. There, now they get the idea. So they're in these triangular shapes to look like trees. And so this is Winterly Christmas Tree from Robin Pickens for Moda. And I love this. This would make, you could just do table runners, just cut right there. And that would be a really nice, easy table runner. Another one where you could do the 10-minute table runner. We all know it is the 10-minute table runner, but it'd be really hard to make it in just 10 minutes. But this would make a really nice table runner. It'll look like you've really worked hard. And you could quilt it all down these white lines. So it'll really look like you pieced the whole thing. So this one, and it's only $8.88 a yard. So now I'm getting ideas. I wish I wouldn't have put it on sale. Oh, well. Okay, so I think that's it for this line, right? And then, we have my favorite fabrics next, I think, and that is shimmer. And we just got in a shipment of shimmer, and it's like a basic for me, at least. And so I wanted to show you shimmer again. So it's not on sale, but remember, you will get the 10% put back into your account. So you'll get a really good deal on it. And it's like my favorite fabric of all time, shimmer. You'll see why. We use it a lot in our kits. Every Christmas, if Timeless Treasures ever discontinue shimmer, I don't know what I'll do. I'll be disappointed. There's one Benertex fabric that they discontinued, and I'm hoarding it up in the attic. See, like Louise says, she wants to go up in our attic, but Ruth Ann says, no, don't go up there. It's too dangerous. Is that what you're saying? No about Ruth Ann? It's just there's so many bolts of fabric up there, and it's the stairway turns, and so it's not that hard, but you can lose your footing because the stairs get really narrow when it's making the turn. Yes, so here is shimmer. So we have honey shimmer, which is a beautiful gold for Thanksgiving. It is like the perfect fabric to do pumpkins out of, but then it's the perfect gold for Christmas too. And it's just beautiful. And you can see those sparkle of the gold metallic. So really pretty. So next one is red shimmer. So I'm going to leave them out so you can see all the colors next to each other. So there is the red shimmer, and this is another one that we use year after year after year. It's just a fabric that you need to have in your stash. Now this next one, but you know what? That's the boat I lost. Oh, we do have it. Ivory shimmer. Okay. So we'll show this one and then later show ivory shimmer. So this one, it's called New Hue Metallic. So it's just so where the shimmer has more gold, this has more space between the gold specks. So these are all shimmery gold specks. It's kind of hard to see. It almost looks black on the screen, but these are little dots of gold. Maybe if I move it a little, can you see it? Yeah, now you can see that it is gold. And if I turn it a little bit. So it's kind of, whenever we do the fancy fills from our IQ designer and my design center, that your fancy fill, like we can put gold thread in and it shows the little dots show through. So it's a real pretty honey shimmer. Yeah, my favorite. I think, yeah, definitely, because look at how pretty that is. But I like all the shimmers. Now, next one that we have is the green shimmer. So perfect Christmas green, right? So perfect Christmas green. And so it's kind of marbled with light green and darker green. I think the light on it is making the gold look more prominent. I wonder if we turn off the light, will it, or maybe turn down, or maybe, no, doesn't it look black? What's it looking like to you?
It's green.
It's green.
Green.
Oh, that's green. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I love shimmer. You got to have a yard of each shimmer on hand because look at how pretty this next one is. So see, I really like this one's called moss shimmer. So often the greens that are in the fabrics, with the gold trim, the green is more like this moss shimmer green. I love this one. Love it, love it. I love them all. Okay, next one is the black. I like the black. I love these other. I don't use the black as much because I feel like the gold, there's too much gold on it. I think if they went a little lighter, right? Yeah, so, but other people really like it, but I don't end up using the black as much. So we have a lot in stock. And then, of course, this next one is one of my favorites. And we just got in a few bolts. So I ordered 15-yard bolts and they sent me 8-yard bolts. So that tells me they are running out. So this one is ivory shimmer. This is the one that I would use my fancy fills with. So it has the ivory fabric and it's speckled with that beautiful gold metallic. It's from Timeless Treasures. I don't know the designer or anything. I look at their bolts, so I don't know where they ship out of. I thought it was like Illinois, but I'm not sure. But they all have offices in New York, right in New York City. So this is on Broadway in New York. But I've been to their office, and years ago I went. And what surprised me is the buildings. I guess it's in like the garment district or the fabric district, and the buildings are like old, kind of rundown buildings. So we always think of everything from New York City as like the newest and the shiniest and everything. But they have a garment district that still has the old buildings. So I'd love to go on a tour and hear about all those old buildings. Oh, so this one showing on waitlist? Yeah, so we got in 32 yards. Yeah. Yeah, I think I forgot to change the quantity when we got it in today. Yeah, the ivory shimmer is really, really nice. And you use gold metallic with your fancy fills or like a red metallic, green metallic, and your fancy fills, and it looks really pretty. So my favorite. Now, next one. So we got bargains coming.
This is what?
32 yards just came in today. So in addition to what we had before. Yeah. So I know I love the Irish. I love this green, but sometimes that isn't the right green. Like Christmas time, the other green, but a lot of times they have more than one green in a fabric. And so this moss green is the one that goes nice. Now we've got some check fabrics that we're selling at only, all of these are coming up are only $6.88 a yard. So we know you guys like $6.88. So we say it's time to, so this one is the Susie B one. There it is, Susie B, and it's just a little check. So these are only like an eighth of an inch, little 1/8-inch squares, and white with yellow, and we have it marked way down to $6.88 a yard. Okay, you know now they say fabric is purchased with a project in mind. Where you guys used to buy fabric just because, oh, I don't have any yellow check at home. I better have a yellow check. I'm running low on yellows. But now you like, oh, shipping. Shipping is only $8. And then if you hit $75, shipping is free. And I think it's in a 24-hour period. Yeah. So if you buy now, and then let's say tomorrow at noon, when Tiffany's on, you can buy more. You can buy more all night long and hit that $75, and then all your shipping will be free. So it's $8 unless once you hit 75, shipping is free. So Suzanne says not her, she just buys it all. So, oh, Fairy Frost. They want Fairy Frost. Can you mark that down? That maybe next Monday we'll do Fairy Frost. I love Fairy Frost. Fairy Frost is from Michael Miller. It is beautiful like shimmer. It's one of those that you want every single one of them. And we use them all the time. They're pearlized. Some of them have a little bit of sparkle to them. But pearlized meaning it's kind of shiny. So, but they really soft. You know, you've bought fabric where it has like plastic printed on it. No, these won't be like that. Now the next one, so we got another yellow check, and this time these are about maybe just 3/16 of an inch, but diagonal. So this one is really easy to use, and it is only $6.88 a yard. And diagonals are so much easier because if you cut your fabric crooked, it doesn't show. Where now a little check like this one, it won't show if you cut it crooked. But if with the bigger checks and they're straight, you have to be careful. Yeah. Judy says she loves Fairy Frost, so we will do a Fairy Frost show. I'll make sure I have a bunch of them. I'll order some more today. So next week we'll have a ton. Now next one is from it's gingham plaid blue, and it's diagonal. Is that it? Food group. Oh, maybe I can tell you the number. 14274. Is there anything that starts with that? Maybe we don't have this one in. I'll put it in next week. Food group. What is that? That's
these.
Oh, those. So maybe we didn't get this one in. Okay, we'll save this one for next week. I'll have to put this one over here. Okay, next one is the diagonal check, and it's taupe. There it is, Country Rose Taupe. So it's a taupe color and like an off-white. It kind of looks gray when you first look at it, but if you look close, you see like that taupey brown in it a little bit. So you know how the young girls like neutrals for their babies. This would be really good for a baby quilt because it's got those neutrals in it, right? So now next one is from the same line. It's from Lella Boutique, and this one is Country Road, and I think this one is called Sunshine. It is color 18, yeah. So here it is. Here, I'll flip it over so see more here. So it's got, and they call it sunshine. It's just kind of an orangish yellow with the white. And they're only $6.88 a yard, and 10% gets put back into your account. So the price you see in the bubble is for a full yard. I know you'll go on, I know Etsy, when I go looking at Etsy, you know, it'll say 6 something, but it's always for a half yard. So, or even 8 something, sometimes you see it. So now next one is, this is Mixology gingham. It's from Camelot Fabrics. So it was a line of a whole bunch of ginghams they had, and they called it Mixology because you could mix and match. It's what you could buy and mix and match with the other fabrics that you have in your stash. It's only $6.88 for a full yard of fabric. I think you all need a new sewing machine, and the deals we have are unbelievable. So I know a lot of people are waiting for their new Radiance and Avenir, and we are still hearing that they are going to ship next week. So the moment I see a shipping confirmation come through, you know it. We will be informing you that they are coming. Now, what I want to do, I didn't plan anything yet. I have the room already, but I would like, when you come in to pick up your new machine, is to spend 1 or 2 days with us learning how to use your new machine. So we want to show you the new changes live, you know, in person. So when you pick up your machine, you gotta, you know, and we'll make arrangements for that. We're gonna schedule classes. So I have a real nice part of the store all ready with brand new tables and everything. So it'll be really nice. It'll probably be like a whole day from like 10 a.m. to like 3 p.m., something like that, in order for us to fit in enough. So, okay, so there's the gingham. And then one last check. And this one was from Ruby Star Society, from Moda. And this one has like pink and like an orangey in the center. It's like you don't notice it right away, but the in between is a pink, and in the centers is an orange. Kind of a pinky orange. It blends in, doesn't it? Ruby Star Society, they are a young group of designers that I think they started out as scrapbooking paper designers, and they were very, very, very popular, and Moda signed them on, and they've been doing really good ever since. So, yes, right. Everybody's so excited about the new machine. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, I think we did it, right? There's still a whole bunch more. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize it. I thought we were done. Okay, but we've got a really good one for fall. Oh, there's my I thought I lost this fabric. So I was hoarding the ivory shimmer because for a while Timeless Treasures was out of it, but you know, I saw it up in the attic. I said it's time for me to bring it down. And then this other fabric, it is from Benertex, and I think I found one last bolt. I love this fabric. Is this the next one? It's called a Festive Medley, and I have to open it for you to see. Oh, I love this one. So this is a pale, pale green, and it's got little holly, and the swirls are in gold. So you tell me if I have it in the right spot. I don't know whether they can see the gold, huh? But every one of these lines here, these are all gold. Oh, now they can see it. So all those little dots are gold metallic. This is from Benertex. So it's a really, really pale green, and the little leaves are just one shade darker. I love it, love it, love it. And Benertex discontinued it. So this is my last bolt of it. And I said, Gloria, let it go. Let it go. You can't keep it in the attic the whole time. But I do. I love it. So this is another one that it's kind of fades into the background and you can put fancy fills over it and it just shines through really pretty. Okay, so I did it. I quit hoarding my favorite fabric. Okay, that's it. They shouldn't. I wish they would bring that one out again because I used it and used it. And then so on BetterText, when we go in and it says inventory limited, they told me that it means that they're down to their last 4 bolts. So I know if it's one of my favorites and it's gone to inventory limited, by 4 bolts, you'll get them all. So I know I did that last year, and that was like, I think I saw that it was inventory limited like in January or February, and but I snagged it. But now it's gone. This panel is beautiful. So this is another one I should cut. And what did I do? I haven't see. This rotary cutter is Famore, which people have this and love it, but I'm just, you know how you get used to a certain rotary cutter? And me, it is the Splash rotary cutter is my favorite. It just goes in my hands, and you know what? We cut a lot of fabric in our store, and everybody's favorite is the Splash rotary cutter. So, but I know a lot of people do have this Famore and they like it. So I'm just going to cut this panel so I can give you a better view of it. But it is beautiful. It is a fall fabric. So do I have this one? So this one it is from QT Fabrics. Let's see if we can find that one. So my screen is still on the festive medley. Do you think we didn't? Do you think it's not in? It's not in. But we'll save this one for next week. Or I could do these tomorrow. So what other ones do you have? Oh, you have the Benertex one. Okay. So this one's QT Fabrics. Okay. So I wonder if I could do this one tomorrow because I feel like they want to get this one right away. So who's coming in at noon? It is gonna be Tiffany. Okay. So the next one, this is a Benertex, and this is beautiful, the browns, but you had the panel in first. And I love this one. So it's this. And so let's take a look at this. I think they need to see this one first because they won't get this one without seeing this. See, the brown plaid is on it, and this is a panel. So let me open this one up. It's beautiful. So it's actually running yardage. So I'm just going to unroll a bunch until I can open that up. So this is by Jackie Robinson. I love her fabrics. She always puts the gold metallic around the flowers. So if you look, that's we always know when the guy up above is home because he clumps up the stairs. They probably couldn't hear that, could they? We always know when he comes home. Look at this. So it starts out up at the top with the flowers, and you see more of the black background. So it's kind of an ombre. And then as you go down, it gets more dense with the flowers, and you can see the beautiful pumpkins and apples and everything. So it is running yardage. So you will get a yard of this. It's only at $6.95. Okay, we'll go over the numbers because I see another bolt over there and I see another bolt there. So we may have more. So, if you didn't get it, go ahead and put it in wait list. And I'll just remember, you have to remind me to cut I'm going to put this right in front of this machine right there. So I remember to count all of them and make sure that we have them all. But look at this. So that's the panel, and I forget the name of the collection. It was Harvest Field. So, but look at this. And here's another one that we didn't know we had so much. Here, I'll get a pair of scissors. Some of them are hard to open. Oh, I got pinking shears here and no scissors. There. There. So we haven't decorated the showroom with the Christmas village yet. I'll get there. I'll get there. Just got done with the show on Friday. So it takes us, a good week to get the store put back together again. But look at this. Here is that brown plaid. Let me show you this one again so you can see. So there's the brown plaid. So it goes with it. It really is beautiful. Designed by Jackie Robinson for Benertex. We love their fabrics.
Is the price supposed to be $12.95?
No.
I can go and change it.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be the same as the other one, which was $6.95. Yeah. So yeah, so the price wasn't correct. So it is $6.95. See, we like moving it. We do. We like moving it so we can get new fabric in. So both are on wait list. So this is my last bolt of this one. I didn't see any other, but hopefully we had 15 yards to start because I just opened it. So, okay. All right. And, okay, then there is, no, I'm thinking this goes with this fabric that we're going to do tomorrow. So I think I should save that one, but I'll go get the others because there's a beautiful one that I didn't know I had. Okay, they're going to go fast, right? And this is just things that I'm going to just save this one. I'll have to remember that I didn't show those. But the one I wanted to show because it goes with it is this one. I love this. It doesn't look like we have very much, but it goes with it. So what would that, it's got swirls through it. We got to find it. I'm not seeing it. Was that one? Harvest Festival, maybe they put, I know this one, maybe it's the one after it, that one, because 239 and 240, yeah, that's this one. Yeah, it's just they took in a zoomed in picture. And I think we only had 2 yards left of this one. Okay, but then the next one, it's the same thing with this one, but it's beautiful. And we have more than 2, it says 11. I don't think we have 11, I think 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, there's just three of this one. But I mean, you might yeah, we only had 3. We thought we had 7. So I know it is gorgeous fabric at low prices. So this is just beautiful. Now here's more of that one. So I have to count all the ones. And where do you see this next one? I love this. This was Northcott. And I didn't show these 2. Okay, but I did show these. Okay. So I'll just put these down here. Here. Okay, and we got this. There, it's from Northcott, right? Right, am I thinking right? Deborah Edwards, yeah, Deborah Edwards is the main designer for Northcott. And I see my arrows, so I know where to cut. And I got my ruler. And hopefully, okay, I got my rotary cutter. So just there. It is really pretty. There. Okay, here is, so this one, there's 2 that are almost the same. How are we gonna tell? Maybe for the part number. Oh, that'll be it. Okay, I'll tell you the part number of this one. Look at this. So look at that. Yeah, do I have it upside down? No. Or do I? I don't know. Might be upside down. You have to look which way are the trees growing. So there, look. Okay, I got it right. The trees screwing this way. Look how beautiful this is. It is so pretty.
Yeah, this is the right one.
It's the right one? Okay. Okay. Look at that. So it's from Northcott. It's designed by Deborah Edwards. And it's just Cedar Crest Falls. So if you want to make a quilt for someone who loves the outdoors or a guy quilt, this panel is absolutely gorgeous. I know you can find fabric on the internet to go with it if you wanted something, but any of the marbled fabrics and shades of blues and greens and browns would go. So it is beautiful now. Okay, so that's that one. And then we have this other one, and make sure this one has, so this one is a -66. Oh, has the same number. Wait, 2269. Well, it'd be help if I had them right side up. Okay, so
726905.
905. Oh, and this one's, yeah, this one is 905. So this one was 906. Okay, so now I gotta cut this one. So what, it's like 24 inches wide. That's the way they do their panels. Okay, so I'll slide this aside so I don't cut through it. Now yesterday I spent the day cleaning out the basement and I found some treasures. The best treasure was I found an old typewriter in the case, perfect condition. Everybody thought it looked like it was from the 1940s. And my daughter Sarah, she loved it. So she scooped that up. And what other, and I didn't even realize I kept them, but I found letters that my husband wrote to me when we were dating. Yeah, lots of them. And so that was really a treasure to find those again. And so I think I'm going to have a good time. Well, I did it this morning. I thought every day I'm going to read one. But he went to school outside of Boston or in Boston, and I went to IUP here in Pennsylvania. And you remember how expensive it was to make telephone calls? So we couldn't make telephone calls very often. And so he would write to me and I would write to him all the time. And that was nice, wasn't it? But to keep me from going out with all my friends, he would write me a note and say, open at 10 p.m. on Friday night. Open, and so he was thinking that I'd stay home and I'd open it. So that was nice finding all those again. So I'm so glad. And then I found lots of pictures of my kids. My husband we took movies, but he never wanted to watch them. He said that it always made him sad to watch them, because the kids were growing up and it made him sad. But we found the movie camera and Tommy put it in and he was able to, we found just a few of the tapes from the movie camera. So that was fun. So hopefully I'll find more. So this one has just a little bit of a different look to it. More trees, I'd say more trees, and you really can see the waterfall on this one. So Cedar Crest Falls. So this one is panel, and the other one was called Scenic Panel. Okay, these are beautiful, aren't they? They're just beautiful. So, and the fabric is so soft. You could just feel the quality of Northcott fabric. So there, I'll slide this one aside and we have a few more at these really good deals. So this one was from Daydream Garden from Wilmington, and it's red with little red roses with green leaves. And that one should be the 688, right? I tried to go in and get them. Yeah, we got it at 688. So remember, for every, you get 10% put back into your account. So this is just really pretty little rosebuds, and they're each just about, I'd say 2 inches from the top of the flower to the bottom of the stem. So pretty deep red. And then now this next one, oh, and this is the one they said, sell this one. I keep forgetting that this one is a Lori Holt fabric, which is like all the rage right now. And I keep forgetting. And oh, so we have it at $11.95, but it's really cute. Like, can you go in and change it? So let's go $9.88. So it's by Lori Holt for Riley Blake. So the girls that cut the fabrics upstairs, they don't sew. So they don't know what's popular, you know? And sometimes they put something in the lineup and they go, oh, you don't want this one. But I love this one. So it's got white and it's a pink. All the little pattern pieces are in pink. Let's go $9.88. It's really cute. Lori Holt, Hometown Patterns. She has a line of embroidery designs. I have to order them. So I'll order her embroidery designs to go with these fabrics. Then we have this one. And I think we did some tote bags in this. So this one is a fabric from Benertex, and it's from the line Vibrancy. Vibrancy is the name. And it's just a big splashy print. We think tote bags when we see prints like this. Is that one in there? Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So the picture doesn't show it off very good because it's a big, big print. I'll put my hands in so you can see. Each one of these circles is like, 5 inches. Let's see this one. Yeah, about 5 inches. This one right here, from here to here, 4 inches. So it's a big, bold print. And then, I wish I'd find the samples. We didn't realize we still had a bolt of this. And it's brand new. I mean, brand new in that we are just open, but it makes placemats, and they turn out really, really good. So there. And this is from Henry Glass. And you get, I think it's 4 of the circles. And then you get quilt labels here too. Bloomerang placemats. So the line of fabric was called Bloomerang. It's got these beautiful lilacs. I love lilacs. Lilacs. And these look like maybe just white lilacs. And butterfly in the center. And you make circular placemats out of it. And I think we have it down to $6.88 a yard. So it's kind of nice. It's a panel. It's got a project already planned for you. No thinking. You just have to decide what fabric you want to back it with. So I would put like the heavyweight fusible fleece in it and make these beautiful small, like a luncheon size placemat. Okay, that's it for the day, isn't it? All right, so we will see you tomorrow. Tiffany is all ready for her bag making, but her theme tomorrow isn't just bag making, it is quick gifts to make. So she's going to show you some quick gifts to make for Christmas. And then at 3 o'clock, Tommy's going to come on with the scan and cut. All right, see you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We really, really appreciate it. And we ask that if you did fill your cart up, please go through it and take out the items that you don't want. And that gives another person a chance to get it. So, yeah, girly pillow. That would make a really cute girly pillow. Yeah. Okay, everyone. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.